Welcome to the Freedom in 5 Minutes podcast, the podcast where we make 5-minute decisions that can change your business, your relationships, and your life. Hey, this is Dean Soto, founder of prosulum.com, prosulum.com, and freedomin5minutes.com. And we're here again with another Freedom in 5 Minutes episode. Today's topic is this: there is always a way to get something done. That and more coming up. What is up? I'm coming at you from beautiful Huntington Beach, California. Beautiful Huntington Beach, California, next to the coast. It's absolutely wonderful. We're here for a while, doing some things. I'm actually going to see some clients down here who are part of Prosulum, who have the virtual assistants from me, and also some other friends and so on, family members and so forth. So it's going to be pretty awesome while I'm down here. All right. So one of the things that has been going on, in fact, it started this is technically day 2, even though it's day 0, 1, and 2 of this 30-day preparation. This 30-day preparation for Warrior Week. And if you don't know what Warrior Week is, if you go to, I want to say warriorbook.com, the Wake Up Warrior community, Warrior Week is this 1-week crucible where not only are you physically challenged, you are emotionally challenged, you're exposed for the lies that you have and you tell yourself, you're exposed for the limitations that you've put on yourself, and a whole bunch of other things. Prior to actually going to Warrior Week, there's this 30-day preparation where you and right now I believe it's 23 other guys that are in my pod are basically getting exposed like crazy. So for day 0, essentially what's going on is you are having to do a bunch of different tasks. I'm not going to tell you what they are because that would be, 1, it would be ruining the surprise, and 2, I believe that I'm not supposed to. So all that being said, what happens is you have a challenge every day. You and 23 other guys. And generally, you screw up that challenge. So now you get another challenge. And all this is happening throughout the day when you have all of these other things going on. So you might have your business, you might have your family that you need to take care of. You might have an activity that your kids are a part of. You might be trying to save your business. There's a whole bunch of different things that are happening while this is going on. And it is literally purposefully interrupting your day. And because of that, you start seeing things such as excuses start to pop up. Oh, I wasn't able to do the challenge because of this. I wasn't able to do the challenge because of that. Oh, I didn't realize that I was supposed to do it this way. I didn't realize. And all of these things start coming up, these things. And what happens is you start seeing the lies and the stories and all of that stuff that you are telling yourself. What's interesting is that now, as we're starting to get used to seeing these stories that are popping up, starting to get used to seeing these excuses that are popping up, they are starting to look a little bit like excuses. they're starting to look a little bit like stories. They're starting to look a little bit like little white lies. We all tell ourselves these stories as to why we can't do something. We all tell ourselves stories as to why we are not able to do certain things. We all tell ourselves stories about this thing or that thing that is keeping us from doing what we have to do or what we want to do. Hold on one second. I need to alert them and let them know what's going on. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. Mimi and Bopper are here. Hey, guys, Mimi and Bopper are here. Okay. We're doing a surprise party, so you're in on the surprise. Hold on one second. All right, now we're going to go back out, and I'll talk to you guys. Have you ever been on a podcast where you've had to do something like this? That's how raw and authentic this is. So you start seeing that the reason why I can't go on a date night with my wife every week might be because maybe it's not because I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough money, or I don't have any ideas of where to go. It might be because I chose to make an excuse. It might be because I chose to tell myself a story about how I'm not able to. And then when the years and years go by where you don't have a date night, you don't invest in your wife every single week, mandatorily, that this is what we do every week. Slowly but surely, your marriage starts to disintegrate until one day your wife says, I've had enough. And you tell yourself, whoa, my gosh, another story. You decide to tell yourself another story. Wow, out of the blue, my wife decided to leave me. Out of the blue. I did not see it coming. I didn't see it coming. Oh my gosh, I did not see this coming. I invested thousands into my business. I invested thousands into my work. I invested tons of hours into my business, my work, my friends, my drinking, my whatever it is. And I invested zero into my wife. For over the last 10 years, we went on a family vacation maybe once a year. And that was the investment that I put into my wife. And I just can't think of why she would have left. How all of a sudden. These are the stories that we tell ourselves. And they're very quick decisions, very quick stories. Once you decide that we go on date nights every week. I don't know where we're going to go this week. I don't know how we're going to pay for it. But I do know that we're going on a date night this week because that's what we do. We go on a date night. I'll ask the neighbors to watch them, our kids. I'll try and get a babysitter. If I can't get a babysitter, I'll go and see if I can exchange babysitting times with family friends. We watch their kids on one day, they watch our kids on the next. And if we can't go out for the date night, I will order some Taco Bell and bring it and we'll sit and talk under candlelight in our dining room. It does not freaking matter. When you decide to stop making excuses, and I see this happen all the time with my prosulum clients when they're getting onboarded. I just had one client who's in real estate who was taking a long time to answer my staff on his onboarding to get his own virtual assistant. And so I had to send him an email saying, hey, if you don't answer this in 24 hours, you're done. I said, if you don't answer this in 24 hours with a yes or no, I'm going to assume it's a no, and we're going to cancel the agreement, and we're done. He immediately came back with, yes, I'm sorry about that, yes. But prior to that, he was making excuses as to why he couldn't answer a VA, my staff. Take 2 minutes out of the day, 1 minute, less than 1 minute, and answer my damn staff. This happens all of the time without you realizing it. It happens to me without me realizing it until you take a step back and you see that your excuses are just decisions to make excuses. Because as I see my team starting to rise and get away from these excuses, we're starting to become much more elite at getting this stuff done throughout the day. Sure, it's inconvenient. Sure, it's not what we want to do right now. But we get it done fast. We get it done quickly. We communicate and move on. And that's only after a couple of days. After seeing, okay, yeah, these are all excuses. This is an excuse. It's an excuse of why I can't do this thing right now. You do this too. I do this too. We all do this. Your wife does this. Your husband does this. Your kids do this. Everybody does this. The key is to recognize it. The key is to step back and recognize and make the decision, the very quick decision, not to believe the story, not to believe the excuse. So what's one thing right now that you're telling yourself that's hurting your marriage, it's hurting your business, it's hurting your relationship with your children? What's that one thing right now that you're telling yourself, I can't go on date night. I can't take the kids out during the week. I have to maintain this job. I can't tell my boss that I want a raise. I can't tell my boss that I'm done. I can't go look for another job. I can't start that new business. I can't. What's that one thing that you're telling yourself? I want you to take that one thing. I want you to change the story. Make the decision to change the story now. All right, this is Dean Soto, freedomin5minutes.com, prosulum.com. Go check both of those out. And I will see you in the next Freedom in 5 Minutes episode.